Okay guys, after we watched the video from Wednesday where we finished the guided examples, now we're going to do practice 1-6A, and I'm going to be doing this practice has 26 exercises. And what I want to do is prepare you for Friday's assignment, okay? Because Friday is your independent practice. So on this one, this is like the guided practice. The others were the guided examples, okay? So on the first section, so we're gonna our title today is Practice A 1.6, okay? And these are the instructions. So I want you to copy the instructions because this is what you're going to see in the activities, okay? Tell whether the figure is a polygon. If it is not, explain why. If it is a polygon, polygon, sorry, I missed the Y. If it is a polygon, tell whether it is convex or concave. Okay, so I'm going to make the 3 drawings. And this is number 1, and this is something that looks like maybe like the eraser in your pencil. This is number 1. Number 2, I think we already did these figures, but now they have different orientation. And number 3, oh, look at this figure. This looks like a coffin. So very appropriate for Halloween. Okay. All right. So just by looking at them and based on the examples that we already did, this one is not a polygon. We already worked on an example like this. This is not a polygon because a polygon is made of segments, line segments. And this right here is not a segment. It's not a line segment. It's a curve. So it says here that we have to explain when it's not. Okay, so the explanation here is, I'm going to make it simple. It is not a polygon because this one is, I'm going to make it, I don't have a lot of room. So this is not a line segment. Okay. To be more specific, let me zoom in a little bit. To be more specific, this is a curve. All right, this right here. Okay, that's the explanation. This one, it is a polygon, and if you remember, we have something like a cave, something that goes inside. So this is concave polygon, and this of course is convex. Okay, when we have a first quiz or test, you will see figures like these. Okay, all right, now let's do the next section. All right, now remember, you need to show your work by drawing the figures. They don't have to be perfect. I just need to see that you're trying, okay? On the next section, it says classify the polygon by the number of sides. Let me just check this thing over here because it was shutting down. Okay, by the number of sides, and then we have to tell whether the polygon is equilateral, equiangular, or regular. Okay, and then it says explain your reasoning. Okay, so I'm gonna do only well, number 4 is very easy. Number 4, we have this. Okay, they're giving us these symbols right here. They're giving us these measurements right here: 4 inches, 4 inches, 4 inches, 4 inches. So based on this definition, we have to say whether the polygon is equilateral, equiangular, or regular. What I see here is that, and also classify the polygon. Activity number 1, we also have to classify the polygon by the number of sides. We already wrote the names of the polygons based on the number of sides. So I see that all of the sides measure the same and all of the angles measure the same. So it is regular, and because it has 4 sides, it's a quadrilateral. So I'm going to call it regular quadrilateral. Okay. Number 5. Number 5, we have a polygon with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. So let's draw it. Something like this. Okay, and I'm going to copy the information that they're giving us. It's right here. Okay, they're giving us these symbols. Each of the sides has only one line segment. It means that all of the sides measure the same. And then we have this, 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 and this. Sorry, my son is playing video games with his friends. I hope you didn't hear that. Okay, so all of the angles inside the polygon are congruent and all of the sides are congruent. It means that this is a regular what? It has, I'm going to start counting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a regular hexagon. Okay? All right. Then number 6. Number 6, we have something like this. Okay? And look at the information. These 2 sides are congruent. And these 2 are congruent. Okay? These have a different measure than these. That's why only one little line here and 2 little lines over here. And then for the angles, these 2 right here on the base, they're congruent. And then these 2 are congruent. Okay? Now, if you want to see the difference, I'm going to highlight over here these 2 angles right here to compare them with these 2 arcs right here, this one and this one. Okay, the sides do not measure the same, so it's not equilateral. The angles do not measure the same, so it's not equiangular. So it's not regular, it's not equiangular, it's not equilateral. So it's just a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's just a pentagon. Okay. Number 7. They are going to throw some weird drawings in there, some weird polygons in there. So we're going to draw number 7. Number 7, it's a star. Okay. I'm not very good at drawing stars, so I'm gonna make the best effort here. It's not going to be perfect, so don't worry if our stars are not perfect, okay? All right, so this looks like the Carl's Jr. star. So I'm going to make it like this. Now, some of you, I know you are very good at drawing. So maybe yours are going to be much better looking stars than mine. Okay? So something like this. Okay? Now, let me copy the information that they're giving us. These two sides are congruent, 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 congruent. And then they're giving us the information about the angles. One arc, one arc. Okay? One arc and one arc. All right. Are all sides here on these star congruent? They are, right? This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this, and this. All of them measure the same. So it is equilateral. What about the angles? Are all the angles inside the same? No, because they're only giving us these. When you analyze the angles, they have to be the angles on the inside. Now, in this picture, they only gave us the angles of the, how do you call them? Of the, de los picos, of the corners of the stars, of the star. But they're not giving us this angle, okay? We also have those angles in there. So this one is only equilateral because only the sides measure the same. Equilateral. And how many sides do we have? If I start counting here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 sides. 10 sides. If we go over here to the names of the polygons, let me go to the names of the polygons. Where are they? Right here. If it has 10 sides, it's called a decagon. So this little star over here, it's an equilateral decagon. Okay? All right. Let's move on to the other part of the problems. Okay? I'm going to copy problem number 8. Number 8 says the lengths in meters of two sides of a regular triangle are represented by the expressions. Now guys, the only reason I'm writing this fast is because I don't want to make the video too long, but you're watching the video, you can stop, you can pause if you need to write with me, okay? I'm going faster than I usually do. All right, so are represented by the expressions 3x minus 5 and x plus 9. Okay, so here we have one expression and another expression. The question is, or they're asking us to find the length of a side of the triangle. And I'm sorry guys, but you do have to write the instructions, okay? You have to write the small sentence or paragraph. Well, this is not a paragraph because it's only 2 sentences, or well, whatever. I don't know what your teacher, I'm sure your English teacher is going to correct me about this. Okay, information. What do we know? It's a regular triangle. If it's regular, it means that all of the sides measure the same. So based on this, I know that I have a triangle. So I'm going to draw it right here. It's regular, so all of the sides measure the same and all of the angles measure the same. So it says the lengths of two sides are represented by this one and this one. So I'm going to write them over here. 3x minus 5. And maybe this one, I'm going to put it over here. Now, I could have put one of these expressions here, or here and here, okay? They're asking us to find the length of a side of a triangle. So, since I know that the three sides measure the same, I know that this expression is equal to this one. And I'm going to write my equation. Because I know that all of the sides are equal, so these two sides are equal. So, 3x minus 5 is equal to x plus 9. And then we're going to be solving for x. We need to find the length of a side. Length of a side. So I can either find the length of this side, or I can either find the length of this side. In order for me to find the length, I need to find the value of x. So we're going to be solving for x. Over here we subtract x. These two get canceled. 3 minus 1 is 2. Okay. And I'm going to bring down the 9. Then I'm going to add 5. These two get canceled. So 2x equals 9 plus 5 is 14. Divide. And x equals 14 divided by 2 is 7. Okay, so this is the value of x. Now all I have to do is just substitute the x in either one of these two. I see that this one is much easier. So I'm going to substitute what? 7 plus 9, and this gives me 16. So this is the measure of one of the sides, and it's in meters. So it's 16 meters. So the answer is 16 meters. Okay. All right. We did already 3 examples like these. Okay. We had from the other video, from the other part of the lesson, we had this one, because I don't want to make this video too long. And then we have this one right here, number 4 from the other video. Is very similar. And I believe we also have another one over here, the word problem about solving, where you have to write the equation. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here, and these will be the exercises that you're gonna be doing in your independent practice on Friday. Okay, guys. All right. Now remember, if you have any questions, you can send me a text, send me an email on Friday. I just need to go and renew my driver's license on on Friday morning. But after 11, I'm sure that I'm going to be able to get connected so if anybody needs tutoring on Google Meet, I'll be happy to do so. Okay. All right. So bye, guys.